Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my review on Biomega. Now, I haven't seen or read the rest of the volumes. These are currently the only two volumes that are out by Viz Comics. It's written by Nihei, and this is unlike the majority of manga that you would normally see on the shelf. So, if you're not a manga reader and looking for something different, this is definitely something that you might want to consider. It has a sketch-like quality to it, but with heavy inks. In a way, it almost reminds me of a Frank Miller, only in that Frank Miller, a lot of his artwork has just heavy, dark lines, and it's very ink heavy. And at times, Biomega has a similar type quality to it. No way am I saying, though, that they're the same artist style, though. Now, if you're looking for a book that's sci-fi, lots of action, talking bears, zombies, unbelievable motorcycles that can take out airplanes, this is what you want, because this has all of that. Now, the basic gist of the story is the Earth colonized Mars, and a virus swept through the whole place and just turned everybody into these zombie-like characters. Now, the main character, Zuichi Kanoi, he has this AI-type companion that goes along with him, and he was hired by this company called Toa Heavy Industries. And his job basically is to go in and look for people that are not affected by either not affected or they don't have the ability to transmute the N5S infection. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. There's different factions, there's cloning, there's zombie creatures, and it's a very deep storyline. It's not something that, for an example, it's a lazy Sunday morning and you go, hey, I just want to read something that's very light, like Naruto, for an example. This is not it. There's a lot to it, so you actually have to pay just a little bit more attention to it. To give you some example of the artwork, see, as you can see, it's kind of there's a time sketchy, but it's very, very dark. It's heavy inked. Actually, if you look at people like this here, it's you get the gist of what it is, but then you don't have a lot of background detail. But there are times where he does put more detail into backgrounds, but the type of style that he has, it makes it more, I don't know, it kind of fits the action of the story, the way the whole story moves and feels. So it's perfect for this. I mean, a traditional style of art wouldn't work with something like this. One thing I really, really do like is the action. One thing that's really good about manga versus a regular comic is they can devote more time to build up things. Whether that's building up a plot line, character development, or action. Because of the way it's designed, it's perfect for that. Now, there's one sequence in Volume 2. It might be a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not that big of a deal because it's not really revealing plot or anything. If you notice, he gets captured here, and there's some mercenary soldiers type that are basically trying to cut off his arm. Basically, what the gist is, if they capture an enemy agent, they chop off their arms and legs. I think personally that's a great idea because they can't get away. Unfortunately, in this case, they can't cut through his armor. And so they cut through the armor here. Oops, wrong way. And from here, it's just chaos. You see heads exploding, body parts ripping apart, blood splatter everywhere. Blood there. The guy shoots. More people get killed. Rocket launcher comes, dodges, explosions, and enemy boss appears type thing. So, if you look at in a regular comic, a sequence like this takes too much pages, and this would normally be done in a page or a couple panels type thing. So Nihei's really able to develop develop things, and it really has a nice flow to it. The action is fast, the action is furious. Like I said, there's things exploding, body parts, blood everywhere. This is heavy, heavy violence, and if you notice, there's explicit content, and that explicit content basically is just blood and gore and things like that. It's not for kids, and I think that even if you took out the blood, this isn't for kids either, because kids aren't going to understand this concept of what's going on here, and then the fact that it's the art style. It's very adult themed. Not themed, it's more, it appeals more to an adult, is what I'm trying to say. I originally, I wasn't really going to even buy this book, but then there was something that was just calling me to say, just pick it up, and I'm really, really glad I got Volume 1, and then I had the request to do the review, so sorry it took so long to get it done, but I wanted to get Volume 2 before, and read Volume 2 before I do the review. And I can say that while Volume 1 interested me, Volume 2 picked it up, and it took it to like a whole new level, and I would really, really recommend Biomega. It's really good. Now, I haven't read Blame or Noise or any of those stuff, so if any of you out there have read those and you can recommend or not recommend, let me know. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave it on the side, and subscribe to the channel, and until next time.